Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of AutoTrash. Please be in mind that this is an 18 plus advisory. There will be swearing, there will be sexual references. This is not for you young protoforms. So let's get started. I am Matt, and I love the look of all the new masterpieces coming. They look so lovely indeed. And we also have on the show...
I'm Marcus, and I've got a confession to make. Our special guest is a seeker slut, just like me.
Ooh, you dirty.
I'm Roger, and I've got a confession to make. Our special guest is also a masterpiece whore like me. And special guest, would you like to announce who you are?
Some of you may know me as the Naked Ninja.
Hey!
Nakedness.
Yep, or Mr. Jimmy Blanco, Darth James Custom, or by my real name, James White, also known as Chief Morning Thunder, or Sprinkle Latito, whatever you choose.
Bloody hell, that's a lot of names. I got lost there. Don't know which one to call you now. Okay.
Chief Morning Thunder sounds good for this time.
Just gonna keep calling you Thunder. I'm just gonna call you Thunder from now on.
You know.
Yeah. All right, let's have a quick question. First of all, do you have a warden?
Well, I do.
Yes! Part of the warden.
And when I refer to warden, I'm talking about these nuts, because they run shit.
Oh, they get stuffed up.
It's clickety and clackety and all that good stuff.
So you don't actually have a perfect effect warden, but you do have a perfect effect warden.
I do not have that warden.
No!
Just to make things better, do you have a bastard?
I do have a bastard.
The bastard is the best.
And I'm lost. Who's the bastard?
G2 Sideswipe, the bastard.
Yay!
Oh, I think everyone got that except me. No, I still haven't got that yet.
Matt hasn't got one. Oh no.
I'm sorry. I can change.
That's what that's what my wife. I was putting the my MP9B up yesterday, and he fell off bastard fell off the shelf, and she goes, "Oh, you dropped one." I said, "Oh yeah, that's bastard." She just gave me that. What the fuck? He just kind of walked off.
Oh.
Okay. She doesn't get it.
What she's got to do is look at the face sculpt, and she'll see why.
Oh yeah.
Look at you naked, then she'll get it. Oh, was that rude?
No, she would get it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good lord. Roger, you got a question to ask?
Yeah, James. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, I live in Texas. I'm married, have 3 children. Been into Transformers ever since '84. I was 8 years old when they came out. Now I'm work for a cell phone company, so I'm a cell phone guy. Other than that, do little customs on the side here and there, and enjoy collecting masterpiece figures.
I like
That's
it.
me in a nutshell.
They've realised you did customs. What kind of customs do you do?
Usually I do them for, myself. I see, basically I like to do a lot of, some of the Japanese style characters with the U.S. molds or stuff I get here. Every once in a while I'll do, a commission for somebody. But, there's really no rhyme or reason. Sometimes I just want to, just want one of those certain character on the shelf, and then I make it. I mean, that's what I did with, Black Zarek. Remember that one?
Oh, I've seen your Black.
It was a very special birthday present, I believe.
It was a very special birthday present for a very lucky person.
I wonder who that could have been.
That could have been Roger.
German.
was a fun project, though. That was fun. It was cool. Everybody chipped in, had a good time with it. But I mean, that's it's one of those things. I mean, I've been painting them bastards since I was 8 years old. Anyway, I remember when I was a kid, Ramjet and all the other ones. I painted their eyes up because I couldn't stand that fucking foil sticker on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had foil stickers for eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
It was like a little gold
For
sticker.
your time, Matthew.
Yes.
It didn't even fit on there right. It just kind of looked like a. I don't know. I can't even describe it. It just looks like a.
Goggles?
I don't know. Gold piece of shit.
Made the eyes look a bit wonky.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't really serve its purpose too well.
So when it comes to masterpiece figures, is that the only like figures you like to collect, or do you diverge into other things?
I like masterpiece figures pretty much almost exclusively. I mean, I will delve into other things, like, if I like the alt mode or something, like the, like Beast Fire Predaking. I mean, it's a big fucking dragon.
Why not?
I liked it. I had to do it, and then I had to grab another one to do a Deathsaurus. And then
you have to grab another one.
But but mostly I just like, I like the Masterpiece series. I mean, it's just, I've followed every series that's ever been out as far as the shows go, but those toys made me feel like I was 8 years old again when I saw them,
Yeah, true incarnation of the cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, because, when I was a kid, those bricks looked exactly like right now, and then, when I got a little older and, got away from it for a little bit and was too busy playing music and chasing girls, and then, settled down and got back into the collecting stuff, I was like, man, these freaking things are awesome. They got me excited and inspired, you know what I mean? So that's basically pretty much all I buy now. I still like the G1 toys. I just,
And you still like the chicks.
Still like the what?
But anyway, I just like the. What is it?
Dear me. So when it comes to Masterpiece, what was the one that kicked it all off for you? There must have been one that was so good to you that you thought, yeah, I'm going to stick with these guys. What was your first Masterpiece?
My first one was the Hasbro release of MP1.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, for the time, that one, I mean, it really blew me away. I remember I was at Walmart, and I was, I wasn't buying I didn't buy too many toys then. And, I mean, just saw it, and I was like, what the hell is this? And, I was like, picked it up, and it weighed like 5 pounds in the freaking aisle, and I was like, shit, yeah, I'm taking this thing home. So,
big heavy object, why?
Yeah. Yeah, so, compared to MP10's bot mode, I mean, it's not as great in that form, but, even then I was like, shit, man, this is prime. This is what I always, in my head, imagined, it to be, and for them to engineer something like that just really blew my mind. So I had to get that one, and I think that one kind of kick-started me back into collecting. So when was that? Like, I don't know, 7 years ago, maybe? Was that when that was?
I think it's about roughly that time, yeah. I think it was about 2006, 2007 that Prime was released.
Yeah. Because I remember at that same time seeing the prototypes for MP3 and then really just getting excited. I was like, holy shit, what are they doing? This is what I've been waiting for. So, I saw that, and I mean, I remember seeing nothing but gray prototypes of MP3, and I, could not wait for that bastard to come out. And back in those days, man, you thought about spending $100 for a figure was just insane. And now you do it like just like pissing. Do it every damn day, like nothing.
Every fortnight.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But I will say now with that Masterpiece Starscream, why was it green?
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, they were going for a real life vehicle look and not so much the cartoon look, and that just didn't go over too well. Is what I think went with that.
I think it was supposed to be grey for Starscream, and they accidentally sneezed on it, and then they went to the designers and said,
I tell you what, though, man, I love my green cream. I love green cream. I'll never get rid of that one.
Yeah, I've got one as well. I'll keep mine as well.
I got that one from John Wellington off HOS. That figure is awesome. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that one.
Nice.
Are you tempted to do the mod on it, James? Are you tempted to do the mod on it to make it like the MP11 mold?
I'm not. I mean, it's on the stand, so I'll just pop it off the hips and put it on the legs. I don't want to mess it up. If it can't stand, it just hangs on the little stand. I've got the eye gear seekers for all that good business, and then I've got a couple of MP11 molds, so I'm good.
There you go. So, do you have a particular favourite masterpiece then?
My favorite masterpiece, man, it's just so blasphemous to say this, but it's not even a masterpiece figure. It's Quakewave.
Ooh.
Technically, it is a masterpiece type figure, so it's allowable.
He's technically a masterpiece. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, technically is, but I mean, every time I pick that thing up, it's like, I mean, it is Shockwave. It is well built. I mean, you could put that son of a bitch in a sock and beat the shit out of somebody with it. You know what I mean?
Easily.
Yeah, I mean, he's just really...
Or when he's in gun mode, you can pistol whip someone with it, and you know that the person's going to get KO'd from it.
I mean, he's just a really, really nice figure. If I wanted to go with, official release, MP10's really, really good. I can't bitch too much about. I mean, I really can't think of anything to bitch about with that except for, what it costs. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't feel stupid for spending $300 on it. It's a beautiful piece. It's badass.
I never really, when I first saw MP10, I thought to myself, but I've already got MP1. What's the point? Until when I saw the Hasbro release, thought, sod it, why not see what the fuss is all about? Then I was like, okay, yep, the fuss is well warranted. It's a really gorgeous figure. It actually beats the living crap out of MP1, even though it's still quite old.
I did the same thing. I remember, just like it was, just the other day, I posted, I've already got MP1. I don't need MP10. And then I went to Toys R Us 2 days later and I saw it, and it just made it, I became a slave to it. I was hugging it. I wasn't leaving. I wasn't going to leave the store without it. And obviously,
my question is, what do you think is scale then for your MP figures?
Are you asking if I think it's important?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I think that when it comes to masterpiece figures, scale is important. I'm more interested in robot scale than vehicle scale.
Yeah.
I think that as the line progresses, it's going to become more difficult to achieve both, especially if they start doing stuff like combiners. Because I mean, Vortex was a space shuttle. I mean, could you imagine the scale of it compared to, a diesel? I mean, like, something like Prime, it would be the size of Prime with his cab and everything in vehicle mode. I just don't see that working later. But as far as robot mode and, I would like them to be in scale because that's how I display them anyway,
So what sort of masterpieces would you like to see? More Decepticons?
Yeah, man, definitely Decepticons. I've always liked the bad guys because without the bad guys, there's no fucking use for the good ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. But the problem with Japan, though, when they do the masterpiece, is in Japan they love the Autobots. The Autobots are the best guys for them out there. That's why they keep doing the Autobots. So,
well,
we've got to get
if they want
soon. We've got to get more Decepticons soon. But
if they want to keep throwing Autobots out, and make a lot of money to fund some more Decepticon molds, I mean, I'll play that game for a while. That's cool, but
I would too. Exactly.
So, definitely need some more Decepticons, though. I'd love a Cyclonus. God, I'd love a Cyclonus.
Ooh, that would be very nice, wouldn't it? Oh, dear.
Somebody needs to go thump the cars nuts and ask them why the hell we don't have cone heads. I'll tell you that.
I think they should do the Insecticons.
Insecticons would be nice. Just throw them out as a 3-pack and be done with it.
That would be lovely, actually. I'd like me some Insecticons.
Or even Reflector.
For me, I
Reflector.
want a Masterpiece Blitzwing. That would be sick. Masterpiece Blitzwing would be the tits. Even though it's more likely going to be almost impossible to get it done on Masterpiece level, considering the amount of engineering you've got to try and get to make it look like a jet and a tank and hide all the kibble.
Well, I saw a custom once where they pulled that off, though, with an MP3 or 11 mold, and it was fine. It was awesome.
Damn.
I'll try to find the picture later, and I'll show you or post it. But, yeah, I've seen, in this guy, whoever it is, I can't remember who it is, but he's done 3 or 4 of them, and it looks good.
I've seen the picture myself. I mean, it is impressive.
Yeah.
It's hard
it
to
worked.
hire that guy.
I think they used a leader class, Brawl, in an MP11 mold. Is that right, Marcus?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
Really
looks great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I believe Marcus has a question.
How does your collecting affect your family life? Like your wife? Does she actually appreciate your hobby?
I wouldn't say appreciate, but definitely is forgiving, I guess is a good way to put it. There was a time whenever I had, just too many. I mean, and I say for me, I'm not saying that anybody who has a whole lot is too many for them, but for me, it was. And, it got to the point where I just, I think I started buying, like I said, I bought MPO1 or, Hasbro Masterpiece Prime, but then right a little bit after that, I think Animated came out, and I had just about every single thing from that, and I had a bunch of old G1s, and I think I had at one point every single Megatron that was made to date. And then I just, realized that a lot of it wasn't even there given, I wasn't getting anything out of it other than it was just on a shelf. I didn't look at them, I didn't admire them, mess with them too much or anything like that. So, we kind of came to an agreement that, I'll meet you halfway. I got rid of a bunch of stuff, and then, the stuff I have now, for me personally, makes sense for me because it brings me enjoyment, and I fiddle with them, so it's a win-win.
Do you play with your toys with your children?
I do.
Brilliant.
Yeah, all of my children have several of my old Transformers. I know my son has a Scorponok, a few other ones that they play with. I don't really let them mess with the Masterpiece figures, though. I mean, they've asked to hold them and stuff like that, and I let them. But as far as real play, I won't let them mess with those just because of the obvious value involved. But my other toys, yeah, hell yeah. Get down on the floor, Legos, we tear shit up with them.
Oh, yes. That's awesome. Make little battle scenes with the Lego bricks. Get the Transformers down.
Well, yeah, that's how my son broke the claw on Scorponok. He made this big fortress, and he was using the end of the claw to try to break apart one of the gates and snap the claw right off the tip.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to be leaving in a little bit. Or see the thing.
But yeah, that's what happens whenever you have Scorponok and a wall of blocks. You tear stuff up.
Did your wife ever buy you Transformers, like for birthday or Christmas or other seasonal festivities?
Nah, I don't even ask for them because, quite honestly, my interests are so particular that it would almost be ridiculous to try to get her to find it, or B, I'd get some shit I don't want.
Are you secretly happy that your wife doesn't like Transformers, otherwise she might want your collection?
It's not a secret at all. I'm fine with her not liking my hobby, honestly, because I think that for me, it works better for me that I have my own thing. There's lots of people whose significant other is into it, and that's great, and that's fine. But with us, it's kind of like, she has some things that she's into, I have the things I'm into, and she knows a couple of the characters, of course, by name because some of them are just real iconic. But overall, dude, I can sneak in 5 Masterpiece figures in the door tomorrow, and she won't even recognize that they weren't there the day before. So I love that.
Entry term ninja.
Exactly. Like, who is this one right here? Maybe I had this one a year ago. Well, that's funny. The copyright says 2014. Now that's just some bullshit. Don't worry about that, hon.
I think you need to get your glasses checked again, honey. It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, they just made a mistake.
One more question before Roger asks you a question. Does your wife listen to this podcast? Because if she does, you're in the shit.
She probably won't, but I mean, there's nothing I said that she knows me. We've been together for 18 years. She knows exactly what I'm about, what I say, what I think. So I wouldn't care if she did or not.
18 years, did you just say?
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Oh yeah, well done, mate. Blimey. 18 years.
Thank you. 18 years. That's right. That's mine. I hit that.
Can I have a wife for a partner and collect Transformers and have a very equal relationship still? For everybody out there wondering who hasn't got anything.
What is it?
I said, for anybody out there who's like single and thinking, you know, they might not get married because they like all these Transformers and things, you are the living proof you can be married for that long and still collect.
And have children as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, honestly, I mean, for me, I mean, it's just, you know, or any advice to anybody would be, you know, don't try to push what you like on somebody else. You know, you do your thing, you be cool with it. And if they aren't cool with it, they can fuck off. And if they are cool with it, they come around, you know, and just, you know, and just, you know, go that route, you know.
I was just going to say though, on the family subject, didn't your wife used to take the photos for you of your customs and put them onto Facebook and that?
What is it now?
Your wife used to do all the photography for you, didn't she?
She still does some for me. If I have something that I like, or if I make something and send it to somebody, she'll take a few pictures for me with her camera. She does photography, so she does a pretty good job.
She was well proud when you won that competition, wasn't she?
Yeah, she really was. Yeah, she you know, she doesn't hate the hobby. I think that you know, me not, you know, being consumed in it at home, you know, all the time, or you know, making it number one, keeps it tolerable. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
You know, I mean, I have my hobby, and you know, I think everybody has one. I told her, you know, a couple years ago when I didn't want to get rid of or thin out my collection, I was like, you know, honey, it could be worse. I mean, I could be doing cocaine.
Yeah.
But you know, she didn't consider that to be a hobby to you know, go with what I was talking about. So I was like, okay, well, this ain't gonna work. I'll go ahead and get rid of some shit and get her off my ass for a little bit.
And Marcus wants to say something. What are you going to say, Marcus?
Quite intrigued, but do you have a personal favourite character? Not a toy, but a character from the Transformers universe?
Megatron. I love Megatron. And the, you know, G1 version of Megatron to me is the epitome of Megatron. I like Megatrons over, you know, different universes, but the G1 Megatron to me is just my favorite ever Transformers character. I mean, he was just a son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, mate. I mean, I didn't see the original.
He's been cut off.
Oh no.
We'll just have to hold on for a second and
We'll
get him.
We'll try and get him back.
For you people at home, Matt's just doing a little tune for you. break or somebody runs away, hint hint Marcus, or somebody needs a toilet, hint hint Adam Hebbard, stroke Roger Oliver, and we still haven't got James back now. So and he's gone completely off the conversation. Right, so Matt, what do you think of the news at the moment?
What kind of news would you say?
Oh, let's talk about this Optimus Prime pen. Are you going to get one?
I will not be getting an Optimus Prime pen because I don't know. I'm just not really that interested in it. But I will admit, the robot mode looks lovely.
The robot mode does look nice, yes, but don't you think $60 for a pen is just that Transforms is just fucking awful, to be honest?
I know. In pen mode, you're like, what the hell?
He's back. Are you back, James?
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's a bit of luck.
The Optimus Prime pen.
What about the Optimus Prime pen?
Just giving us. Yeah, we're just talking about it. Like, what are our thoughts?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it.
What don't you like? Don't you like the actual pen mode? Don't you like the Prime mode? Or don't you like the Plus?
I like the Prime mode. I mean, the Prime mode's pretty cool, but
yeah, it is. It is pretty damn awesome. I will admit. Pen mode looks a bit of a mess.
Pen and making a pen. I mean,
at this point, Roger holds a pen up on the screen and says, "You could just have a pen like that and go and buy a decent Prime."
There you go, done. And it actually end up being cheaper than the Optimus Prime pen.
Go and buy MP10. There'll be a reissue in March next year.
Yeah, March, April time. Yes. Get it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell my Hasbro MP10 just to buy a Takara one because I don't know why. Just the quality control will be better. So whoopee. Roger has a question. Do you have a question?
This is a long question, so listen carefully, James.
All right.
What is your favourite Transformers media? Is it the comics, or the cartoon, or is it something else? And what's your favourite biscuits?
Wow.
Wow. This is completely unexpected.
Favorite, the original cartoon series. I don't know too much about the comics. I never did read them. Yeah, I know. Throw darts now. But
you want to sit down one day and read the G1 original release comics because you'll like the stories in them.
Man, I've got quite a few comics here and there over the years, and the real reason is I'm not real good with comprehension when it comes to reading. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. I have to, like, after about 3 or 4 pages, I lose interest or something like that, or I can't retain what I've read, and so that's why marijuana works for me.
The pages come alive, quite literally.
So. And you said biscuit?
Yeah, what's your favourite biscuits?
I don't know, chocolate chip.
Cookies?
Cookies.
Yeah.
Come to AA, Matt is actually designated as the HOST boy.
Yes. God damn it. I'll be serving team biscuits all around Auto Assembly. Come find me, I'll be in the maid uniform.
At HOSCON.
HOSCON.
Giggity.
Oh god, giggity.
Quick for the viewers, HOSCON is the actual Hands of Steel, not HOS, but that's how we know it, but Hands of Steel meetup, where everybody will be allowed to come, and it will be somewhere between 9 and 11 o'clock on the Friday night of AA. Just find one of us or find a friend who's part of Hands of Steel and come along and buy our shit. Thanks very much.
Summoned you here for a purchase, have you, Roger?
I summoned you here for a purchase.
Buy a sword! Buy a sword!
Missiles this year.
Buy a launcher! Buy a launcher!
you got like 20 or 30 of each, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know. I found a load the other day as well. Do you see the pictures?
I have seen the pictures. It's unbelievable. You have to put that in the podcast video so people can see. Oh, so many freaking swords and launchers. Dear
I
me.
think,
A way of plugging it, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh,
Going back to our podcast, see?
yeah, it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I have a question. I have a question for you, Jimmy. Yeah, my question, Jimmy, is what are your opinions on the 3 Michael Bay movies that are released so far? And what would you say is your opinion on the upcoming Age of Extinction film? Do you think it's any good or not? And how would you compare these films to the original 1986 cartoon movie? So, your thoughts?
Okay. Well, the first movie I thought was, I went into them, realizing they were their own universe first of all. So then I really kind of, I didn't have the disappointment that a lot of people had with them not being the G1 characters. So I mean, that never bothered me. I was really open to, whatever persona they wanted to give them, names and stuff like that. I thought the first one was really good, just slow at the beginning. They could have got past a lot of the Sam shit, just got straight to the, the part where Barricade is chasing B. From that point forward, I thought the movie was amazing. Revenge of the Fallen, I didn't really, I didn't think it sucked as bad as everybody gave it shit for. It wasn't the best movie, but I mean, it was just a little too long, I thought. Dark of the Moon, I thought was badass. I really don't have any complaints there, and I'm really looking forward to Age of Extinction. Dinobots are going to be amazing, I'm sure.
Dinobots, yes. Have you seen the latest TV spot where they're all running along the bridge? That looks sick.
Yeah.
Oh, we need more Dinobot action. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for the Dinobots. That's the main reason why I want to see Age of Extinction. But then, surprisingly enough, the new cast actually makes it look even more fresh and new. The new cast looks great. I can't wait for that to be honest.
The only thing that really pisses me off about Bayverse is when a character is just so obviously this person and they call him something just completely like, I mean, for example, Hound. I mean, that's Bulkhead. I mean,
He's basically Bulkhead with the beard. It's Bulkhead with the beard.
I mean, something like that, or I don't know, man. It's just that type of stuff, Starscream, I can appreciate him being his own character, but he has no significance to any of his. Starscream in every series, whether it's G1 or not, has a certain type of look to him, and I can appreciate it that they went with their own way with it. But when I first saw Starscream, was it 05 or whatever, whenever that movie came out, I was like, what the hell? It looks like a monkey. What the hell is that?
I still couldn't believe how he actually died in Dark of the Moon. Sam fucking Witwicky bumped him off. Are you kidding me? Good lord.
Oh yeah, man, he's a he's a boss. You didn't know that?
Couldn't believe that. I was expecting some epic fight of another Transformer and he gets stuck, just his head blown off or something like that. But no, Sam fucking Shia LaDouche jumps on him and just plants a bomb in his eye. It's like, for Christ's sake.
Well, at least he's gone.
Yeah, thank God.
At least
Shia
he's gone.
Bye, Shia. Thank God. Now we've got Marky Mark. Whee! Yeah. What about the cartoon movie? What's your opinion on this?
I love the cartoon movie. I mean, we watched it just a couple nights ago, with the kids.
Yes, that's how you do it.
That thing is epic. I mean, my favorite part is the Battle of Autobot City when Soundwave just starts ejecting the shit out of everybody in his chest and they just go apeshit. I mean, I love it.
Run, Blaster! Save yourself! No way, two can play! Sick 'em! That's awesome. That is really cool.
I mean, he just starts calling them all out. Ravage, Buzzsaw, Laserbeak, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a fucking partridge in a pear tree.
Complete this song for me. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, God.
There'll be an edited
I mean,
version.
Oh,
he wasn't holding back at all.
oh dear me. Did you cry when
But
Optus died?
I didn't. I think I was more, man, I don't know, maybe I just have a shitty attitude, but I was more like, what the fuck? I mean, I wasn't like, oh, poor Optimus. I really was just like, what the fuck?
I'll tell you
They
what,
really-
knowing you, James, yeah, you were like that going, yeah, Megatron's won, yeah, fuck you, Prime.
And got naked in the cinema.
Celebrate, Rip.
Here's my fucking fusing cannon, guys.
What's this big shadow across the screen? It's just me.
Such heroic nonsense.
Oh, that was awesome. That movie was just epic. I mean, everything about it. I love it.
I agree.
That's good.
I like the Japanese series too, though. I mean, I really didn't even find out about those until, I don't know. I mean, it was probably 7 years ago. I didn't even know they existed.
Talking about Headmasters, right?
Headmasters, Master Force, Victory.
I've not watched any of that.
And that was awesome.
So I'm in the dark on them.
Oh man, it's awesome.
Very good English dub of them, James, if you've got one.
What is it? You want a copy?
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's not a problem.
I need the media files because I haven't got a DVD player that'll play your DVDs.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've got it in that crappy English version, and I got the Shout Japanese. But man, see, at that point, there was no, I think Car Robots was out, or Rid, whatever it is, Rid was out whenever I discovered the Japanese series. And I really, I liked Rid somewhat, but overall it was kind of really kiddie to me.
Transform! Huh?
Then,
Transform!
oh no, it's Megatron. He's a big hand. Is he going to spank my ass?
Get down.
I saw that shadow in the cinema and thought, I'll grab that.
Ooh, yoink.
He was just the right size to handle Fort Max, I guess. But man, that was like, when that came out, I was like, and I kind of stumbled across the Japanese series, and yeah, that shit was awesome. It kind of it was like discovering something. It was like almost like discovering like a treasure chest of shit. And then of course, when I started getting into Overlord and Deathsaurus and getting all of those types of things.
Right, Marcus has something to add?
Yes. Is there any toys you don't like?
No, not really. I mean, I'm not a brony.
I meant Transformers. A secret My Little Pony can stay secret.
Yes, please.
Okay, well, I do have a Nightmare Moon, but that doesn't count. But as far as Transformers go, no. I mean, I think Beast Machines were a pretty shitty attempt, but other than that, the series, I loved the show. I loved the show a lot, but the toys just really, I didn't like them. That's the only line that sticks out to me that I really just, I remember just like, what is this shit that's on the shelf?
Beast Machines, did you say?
Huh? Beast Machines?
Is that what you said it was? Beast Machines? You look at the shelves and think...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much nearly everybody. Don't worry, it's not you.
I liked Beast Wars, and I liked the Beast Wars toys, and I liked Beast Machines, the show. But the Beast Machine toys, man, it looked like... I don't know, you ever seen those Crayola, make your own Crayola factory where they just melt the fucking wax into a mold and just like this piece of shit?
Oh, look,
it reminded me of Reboot.
I don't know, man. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It was just, I don't know.
Make a fair
I don't know.
Actually, it does look a bit like Reboot the more I think about it. I need to watch this.
I mean, some of it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're ugly ass toys.
I think Roger has a question now, don't you, Roger?
No, I think Marcus is another question.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was miles away listening to you natter on.
Oh, sorry.
Deary me. Shall I ask it then? I'll ask it.
All right, then.
Go on, Marcus. Go on.
I haven't got a question.
Oh, well, you said all right, I don't know. Dear.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, there is no scheduling involved. We are not professionals. We just rant bollocks, in case you haven't noticed by now.
Of course we rant bollocks. It's what we do best.
It's what we do best.
You said about the Japanese, James. What do you think about Twin Cast being called Billy?
Oh, I think it's pretty wonderful. I mean, I always called him Billy when I was a kid. Why not?
Billy, transform.
So, if he can make energon cubes, would they be Billy crystals?
Oh.
No.
But
I thought my jokes were bad.
We call Optimus Prime Bob now.
So where were they at?
Anyway, George.
I mean, didn't they call the Matrix a power pack or something like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Billy and packs. Yeah, they were after the power pack, man. Yeah, hey guys, let's go get that fucking power pack. How about that? Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's go. Power pack time.
Yes,
That's not something you get for your N64.
yeah, you get the power pack, start chasing ghosts.
Optimus Prime's got a new N64. This power pack.
I think that's called a game genie.
Oh, it's power pack. It's a rumble thing.
Okay.
You could have an action replay. Game Genie, Game Shark. Don't get me started.
Had them all, did you, Marcus?
Power pack.
No,
Power pack
had. That means past tense.
Right.
Have. Still own. Thank you. I'm a gamer freak as well, remember.
Oh, yes. We need to do a gamer special one day. We really do.
I still own Beast Wars for the N64 as well, so please forgive me.
Oh, no. The one thing that made Beast Wars bad, the only bad thing about Beast Wars is that sodding game. Dear me.
I've never played.
I forgot about that game.
You never played it, Roger? Good. Just good.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
One game that I played and I enjoyed was the Armada one.
That was a good game. That was a good game.
Yeah.
That
You
was.
could do all things to those missions, but not go to the cinema and get your cock out.
I like
I'm wrong
some-
going to cinema and getting your cock out.
Not me.
I think the only downside to the Armada game on a PS2 was you could only play as Optimus, Red Alert, and Hotshot. That was really... I thought that was quite annoying. I wanted more Autobots and Decepticons to run around and shoot people with. But sadly, it was just those three, which was a real shame. I would have liked more characters. But then War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron solved that with a rather lovely big cast of characters to choose from. I love those games. They're fantastic.
I would like the PlayStation 2 other version.
Oh, the Japanese one, weren't it?
Tataki.
I never played
That
that. I never
is-
got it.
Shit. Real shit.
It plays Prime.
For some reason, you just have to keep playing. Well, I think we're coming to the shout-out point, aren't we? Where we have to shout. Oh, I'm not going to get up and start shouting my head off, like.
So, you got anyone to thank for this, Jimmy? Anyone want to say
What is it?
to?
I'm sorry, my phone just cut out on me. What was it?
Would you like to say a few last words to anybody? You want to say hello to anyone while you're on here, or a big thank you to anybody?
Oh, well, no.
I was expecting him to say, well, fuck the lot of
Well, you're not back on. You can bugger off in future. You're not being back on it.
Oh man, that's funny shit.
I'm
going to have giggles for the next half an hour now, thanks to you. Cheers for that.
Oh, damn it. Shit.
Oh, dear.
No, man, I mean, I can't even think of anyone to, I just thank the Academy. That's what I like to do is thank the Academy for this. Wait, I didn't get a trophy, did I?
No, you didn't get a trophy. There's no trophy in the poll.
An achievement unlocked for doing a podcast with us three.
There you go.
Yeah,
5 gamer points.
Yep.
Yeah, gamer points are
you can
are
find HOS brothers and a few members of the community and your mum. Hello, mum. Mwah, big kiss out to you. Or something like that.
You blowing kisses at his mum?
I haven't talked to my mom in like 8 years. Are you shitting me?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, it's not a touchy subject. It's okay. But yeah, all the guys that I've sent pictures of myself to, I just really thank them for not turning me in. Thank you for not turning me in.
Would you like to thank Neff for grabbing your ass?
No, it hurt.
You touched me in a bad place. Where did he touch you, son? Touch me
Man.
My transformation cock.
my T-cog. It's my T-cog. Oh, dear me.
I know.
We would like that, James. It's been a good laugh.
Oh, it really has. I put it this way, I had to do a little musical advert break when Jimmy got cut off for like 2 minutes of me just going before he came back. God.
Got bad visions of Disney buying out Hasbro, and then the '86 movie being remade, and then Soundwave and Blaster heading off against each other, and then started to break out into song. What a nightmare.
Sunshine.
That bloody Chocokin figure where all the Disney characters merge into one, that'll become a reality if Disney actually buy a freaking Hasbro.
Shit, man. I saw a video the other day where they had Darth Vader doing like the wild thing or something. I forget what the fuck they were doing. Have you seen that at all? Where they got like they have like Darth Vader and a bunch of stormtroopers doing like some dancing shit at the theme parks now at Disney World.
I've seen that.
Oh God, no! Please don't tell me that.
I'll tell you what you should see. At the moment, go onto YouTube and obviously listen to this and everything. But you should also look up How to Train Your Dinobot. There's 3 little cartoons. And
Yes.
it's actually really,
Yes.
They're actually quite funny, I won't lie to you.
I like that. That's special thanks out to Casey Kyler for promoting the link on our lovely little group.
Yes, thank you. Right then, it seems that we must say goodbye. Oh.
Oh,